Hello there, friends and followers, and welcome to this video. Today we are going to be taking a look at a brilliant application called Random Flight Database. This application essentially generates random flights based on real-world flight routes and schedules. In the most basic form of usage, once you start the application, you can simply click on the Submit button here, and it will generate a random flight for you. In this case, this is a United flight with an ICO departure code of Kilo India Alpha Delta, and the arrival is at Orlando or Kilo Mike Charlie Oscar. The aircraft is an Airbus A320. The actual departure time according to real-world schedule is 2:15, and all times indicated are Zulu times unless local time is specified. Flight number is United Airlines 689, the registration number of the aircraft, and the time or the day of week on which this flight is scheduled. If you wish to have another flight, you can simply say Submit again, and as you can see, there is now another random flight generated for you. But you can actually give it a little bit more granular details to generate more granular random flights. So you can, for example, click here on Airlines, and you can select the airlines from the drop-down list, and it will generate a random flight based on the selected airline. Let's select Aer Lingus, for example, and select Submit. As you can see now, we have Aer Lingus flight generated randomly from the database. There are multiple combinations that you can do. For example, we can select airline and the departure. I'm going to select Kuwait Airways, for example. So Kuwait Airways, and I am going to select the departure airport as Dubai International. And now we click on the Submit button, and as you can see, it has generated a random flight for Kuwait Airways this time. So this is not random, but the rest is the departure airport is not random, but everything else is. In this case, it's a flight to Kuwait International on an Airbus A320 with the departure time and the rest of the details. Again, what you can do is up to you. We can deselect everything and select, for example, the aircraft, and we can select, for example, an Airbus A220 and say Submit. And now, as you can see, we have again a random flight for Korean Air. But perhaps you'd like to get a little more than one flight. What you can do is you can go to batch generation, and you can select the number of random flights you want generated. Let's say that we want 5, and we are going to select, for example, an A310 and say Submit. As you can see now, we have 5 total generated random flights for Air India with this information. What I'd like to show you is the additional features down here that comes with this really brilliant application. And by the way, Random Flight Database is absolutely free. You are free to make a donation to the developer if that's what you choose to do, but the application is absolutely free of charge. All right, so British Airways is selected, and we're going to say Submit. As you can see now, we have a random flight generated. It's a British Airways service from Munich to London Heathrow. And this is the equipment, the time, and everything else. Now, the nice thing about this is you can come here and click to view the route. Let me minimize this here. And as you can see now, we can actually see the route here on this particular map. As you can see, it's plotted here for us with all the information related to this flight. What you can also do is select the distance, the from distance to, and it will give you the distance between the two locations, or the two the departure and arrival airports. You can also interrogate the weather by clicking here, for example, on the departure. And by clicking on the departure, it will give you the METAR information at Munich Airport. So if we click on this icon here, you will be able to see the METAR weather information at London Heathrow. Additionally, you can take a look at the departure airport on windy.com, and you can see exactly what the weather is looking like. The runway information as well at Munich. This is of course the departure. So it will tell you the favored runways, elevation, and things like that. And you can do the same thing for the arrival airport just by clicking here, and it will give you again all the information on windy.com for now London Heathrow. It gives you the METAR information again, and it gives you again the runway information as well. Really brilliant application, pretty well connected and integrated. Now the nice thing also about this application is you can simply click here on SimBrief. Do you want to enter additional information? We're just going to say yes so that I show you what it does. And we can, for example, change the units, say to pounds, and we are done. We can say to SimBrief now and say no, and it will open automatically SimBrief, and it will generate the flight plan for you with everything already filled out and ready to go. As you can see, the airline, flight number, departure and arrival, the type of aircraft, the time, runways, the flight route, everything is ready. And the only thing now you need to do is hit on generate operational flight plan, and you are done. One other nice feature in this application is the ability to load brand new schedules, and you can do this by using the user database. Now the developer has provided a number of Excel sheets containing very recent information, very recent schedules. So I'm going to go, for example, on by airlines, and I'm going to download this Excel sheet. It will direct you to the Google Drive. And as you can see here, there are a list of brand new schedules for 2020. You've got, for example, Wizz Air, Virgin Atlantic, United. We're going to just scroll down and select KLM, for example, here. And we're going to download KLM. And now we have KLM downloaded. Now what we can do is we can go to the airline database. Sorry, not here. We go to the user base, and we are going to select new, import, and we're going to say yes. And then we're going to select the file we just downloaded, which is KLM June 2020. And it says that this file contains 5,193 rows. We're going to say okay, yes, confirm, and now it's done. And now if we go to, we're going to say delete duplicates just in case there are any duplicates. And now what we can do is if we go to our random flight database again and select on user database, if I click on submit, now it's going to have Lufthansa, Qatar Airways, or KLM, because those are the files that I've loaded there. Let's try it one more time, submit, and now you have Qatar Airways, submit, and let's see here. Let's do here one more time. Again, we have a Lufthansa flight, because those are the schedules that I've loaded in the user database. So as you can see, this is a very useful application for generating flights, especially useful for those of you who do full flights on YouTube, or content creators on other streaming platforms. And sometimes you just don't know, what full flight should I do? This comes in really handy. Or if you're just flying and you just want to select a new place, a new airlines, and discover the world that way, you can definitely do so with the Random Flight database. Again, this application, folks, is completely free of charge, but of course, donations to the developer would be very welcome and greatly appreciated. Well, this is what I wanted to show you in this short video. I hope that you've enjoyed it and found it useful. If you have any questions, please do post them in the comment section below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.